All right, so I'm finally doing it. I'm making a violin about video. I'm making a I'm making a video about violin playing for the first time ever. This is me coming of the shadow realm of not posting anything on social media much. I just don't like social media much. I just don't post very often. Stuff has been happening in life and it's been fun and interesting, and I thought I would share some of my knowledge that I've gained throughout the many years of playing, and also I'll share my experience of what I've would want to work on. One of which is playing in tune. Playing in tune for me is a very hit and miss. What I really wanted to do is show the ugly, show the good, the bad. Hopefully more of the good than the bad and the ugly. They say that, if you're practicing and it sounds good, you're practicing the wrong thing. You're gonna strengthen your weaknesses and solidify your strengths. Someone's got to write that down somewhere. Someone's got to write that down. I'm also gonna be working on the Tchaikovsky violin concerto. It's a piece that everyone involved in the classical music scene at least, has some knowledge of, I would assume. My rubber band came on. And I also need new rep for auditions. So I figured what better way to work on something that's gonna kill two birds with one stone, both show progression here and hopefully get me a piece at the end of this whole videos series that I can use for auditioning and things like that, right? So violin is fresh out of the oven. I haven't even warmed up. What I'm gonna be doing to work on intonation is following Daniel Kurganov's video on intonation. If you wanna look that up, you can just look it up on YouTube. Or I can put a link on the description down below. Link in the description down below. But this is not gonna be a tutorial video. This is not the kind of videos that you go to learn how to do something. This is just me sharing stuff that I do in my practice sessions. All right, so we got Sevcik 24 here. I haven't even warmed up. Now I gotta be honest because I want to be transparent in this video. I did work on it a little bit last week, but I got sidetracked. Things happen. Hey, things happen. Got sidetracked, work and stuff, and practice and concerts and things like that. Now we're here, so we're jumping back into it. I just tuned a little bit, and this is how it sounds, fresh out of the case. Oh my god, this is so. Oh my god, this is literally like so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so not perfect, not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna practice. I'm not gonna show the whole practice session on this because it will be like a 3-hour long video. But I don't want to show how some of this stuff sounds at the beginning of the practice and how it sounds at the end of the practice, or if I find something that's a major breakthrough that I'm like, okay, I figured out what I was doing wrong. But yeah, intonation overall, I think the consistency is not quite there yet. One thing that confuses me about intonation a little bit, and I think this could be true for anyone that tries to get into it deeply, is that the same note can be played differently in two different keys and be in tune. In the case of the violin, this is, I guess, a bit of an instructional part of the video. So if you don't care about the logistics of it, you can skip a little forward, but I'm gonna explain it anyways. So we have 4 strings. These are your non-negotiable, have to be in tune notes throughout every key, right? So you got G, D, A, and E. Those have to be in tune regardless. The problem with that The problem with that happens when you're trying to play, say, an E on the D string and you have an open A or an open G. That's in tune with the open A, but if I play with the G, if I play with the G, it doesn't sound quite in tune. I actually have to, I think, lower it. And if you notice, I just did this. Now, is that to say that every time you play those open strings like that, you're gonna have to change your finger like that? I don't know. I really, ideally you want to tune it, I think, with the perfect intervals. So fourths and fifths are non-negotiable. This is a fourth. You gotta tune that perfectly, or else you're cooked. But Miguel, I hear you ask, why did you went on that tangent about same note being in tune into different keys? Why are you talking about that when you just gotta play the note that's in tune in here, right? Why did I say that? Because this F sharp could be this, or could be that. And how do I know that those two notes are in tune? Because I hear the resulting tone. This is another, okay, this is, okay. Okay, here we go, talking about whatever gobbledygook about intonation and stuff. Don't really have the time for that. Let's just make that a different video for now. Okay, I've been working with it for a little bit. This is actually my second take on it. Again, we're learning as we go. I'm settling for a flatter F sharp on this excerpt in general, and actually a sharper F natural. So this is how it's sounding so far. Now, whether these are all in tune in the keys that they're in, that's a bit of an argument that has to be for future reference. But I think, in general, the notes, the non-negotiables, are in tune with everything else. So yeah, I think this is good for now, for today, for this one in particular. I think there's been some decent progress, nothing too crazy. We're looking for progress one step at a time, if possible. We're here now with the Tchaikovsky, and this is a piece that I've looked here and there. I just looked at it, like a little run of it. I didn't want to practice it too much to kind of show what it sounds like without practicing it too much, without thinking about it too much. And we're just going to play a little bit of the introduction. And this is very vulnerable stuff. This is the equivalent of body transformations, right? It's not going to sound the greatest. This is before. The after, hopefully the after will pay off. Okay. stop there. We're gonna stop there because I think there's plenty I can work on here already. I gotta figure out bowings and fingerings. I didn't like doing the like what is this freaking sliding competition. Musicality in general, the crescendos at the beginning, I feel like it was very poorly done, and also fingering for after I practice it. We'll see what the result is afterwards and what I find, what I like, what I don't like. And of course, intonation. I think I hit quite a few wrong notes. We'll see what I do. I'll practice it and I'll show the progress as we go. Alright, so I've been working on this for a little bit now, and I see that the bowings that are written are actually not bad. Trying to stay loyal as much as I can with the IMSLP version here. I think this is not edited. It doesn't have any fingerings or any bowings in here, so I think it's not edited by anyone. But I miscounted. I miscounted on the. There. What is that? Whatever fingering, but I miscounted. I did one wrong or something like that. I don't know what fingering to do. There we go. No need to check. Okay. I like that. It's not too bad. We'll do that for them. But I'll practice it a little more, figure out better bowings if I need to. We'll be back. So we're back at it. I think I've worked on it quite a bit now. I'm gonna do one last take on this. I'm okay with the results. I have some ideas that I think still need some polishing. But this is what it sounds like after practicing it for quite a little bit. Again, these videos are to just show a little bit of that progress, a little bit of that grind to the general public and whatnot. So let's see. I didn't do something at the very end. I want to re-articulate that, because if you're playing this with an orchestra, they're going to be waiting for that, I think. I just wanted that first note. It's gotta be very metric, I guess. More articulation on the. I think that's good. The video might show otherwise, but again, this is part of the vulnerability, right? I haven't looked back at the video, so I don't know how good it sounded. I don't know how bad it sounds. So yeah, I think that's good enough for this episode. Just the introduction and a little bit of intonation work to begin with. But this is for me. I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm doing this so I can see what I'm doing and see if I can adjust my thought process as I go, which I might do. Thanks for watching the whole video. I guess I'll see you all in the next one.